All right, I think we're live. Oh, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. Yeah. If you guys can see us and hear us okay, please feel free just to comment down below. Let us know that everything's good on your end. Would you like to pick a little guitar with me?
Sure.
Awesome. Let's do a little something, something. Nice. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another Ash Wednesday. Happy Hump Day to y'all. I can't believe it's already Wednesday, by the way.
Weeks flying by.
Woo, time's flying by. We have not been able to do an Ash Wednesday in a couple weeks because we've been not here, practically everywhere but here. So we're super happy to be here with you guys tonight and appreciate y'all tuning in. If you guys can see us and hear us okay, please comment down below and let us know. We a few minutes before going live, we kind of had a little issue with our microphone, so hopefully everything sounds okay and we're all good. But if not, let us know. And let's see who we got watching. S. Stevenson is here. Blessings from the Texas Hill Country. Oh, thank you so much. And I know they just joined my fan club, the Bad Ashes, as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to put a link down below for y'all. But yeah, I have a fan club called the Bad Ashes, and they're super awesome. And there's a link to that on my website, ashtaylor.com. And just appreciate you being here and a part of the Bad Ashes. So thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Lynn's here.
Hello, Lynn.
That's my girl. Lynn says, 22Q Cat, hi Ash, Chris, and everyone. Ready to light them up tonight. Love that song. Oh, thank you, Lynn. And then she said, figured she'll be speaking about lighting anything up. I don't smoke. Hey, Lynn, you're still super cool. We're so glad that you're here. And she says she can see and hear us. Awesome. Looks like your parents are here. Mom and Dad are here. Mom and Pa Delisle. 22Q Cat says, is that a new Ash Wednesday sign? It is. There is a super sweet lady named Donna who follows both my music and Chris's YouTube channel. And she is literally like the sweetest thing. We're going to start calling her Aunt Donna. She is just precious, but she actually makes these.
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess, is like a hobby. Is that my understanding?
Yeah,
So
just picked it up, I think, as a hobby and has some fun doing it and reached out.
Yeah, so she reached out and she asked for our logos, and so she made Chris one for downstairs in his kitchen, and then she actually made me two. So she made me this Ash Wednesday sign, which I think is super cool. And then I think you guys might be able to see it if I move, but another wood Ash Taylor logo sign down there. So very kind of her and super sweet. And I was amazed at what a great just job she did with them. I mean, they're incredible. And I know, like, working with wood, and especially how accurate she got our logos and all to look, just blew my mind.
Very high quality work. I also have Donna's email, and if anyone sees these signs and goes, wow, that's really cool, I need something like that for myself, for my business, a friend of mine needs that, a birthday gift, or whatever, she said that I am welcome to share her email. So if they reach out to you from the Ash Wednesdays and say, hey, who's Donna? How do I get a hold of her for a wood sign? You hit us up. We'll let you know, because we love Donna. Yes, and we'd love to send some business her way, and she's been so kind to us. So if you guys see one of these and you're like, oh, I want one of those, just if you can email me, it's management@ashtaylor.com. Just shoot me an email to that email address, and we'll get you in touch with Donna. But we'd love to send some business her way. So thanks for noticing, Lynn, because we love her and just so appreciate her. She is a sweetheart. We got Carnivore K in the house. Well, hey, Carnivore K. Says
good evening all. And Maritza's here. What's up, Maritza? I hope you're feeling all right. She says, love listening to you guys on Wednesday night. Well, thank you. We're just happy to be here. We also got SD Bradley 510.
That should be Sean, I do believe.
Mr. Sean, how are you, sir? Thank you for tuning in. It's amazing to me how many people I know by their YouTube handles and not their actual name. But
it's also amazing how many people I know by their YouTube handle and I don't know their actual name. We try to figure out who they are. Exactly. But no, Sean, thank you for being here. Good to see you. Mar's watching. Mar says, happy Whiskey Wednesday. Thank you, Mar. No whiskey tonight, my friend, but we are staying hydrated with some sparkling lemon lime water, and it is delicious. So cheers. All about it. And then 22Q Cat says, oh yes, the sign in the kitchen too. So sweet of her. Yeah, she's an absolutely precious, super sweet lady. And I'm so blown away that she made me not one, but two. And like I said, how great she just got the logo and everything. Donna's freaking awesome. Yeah. But yeah, and you know, guys, if you want, feel free to put any questions or anything in the comments. We are open books and here to answer anything. And also, if you are watching this, do us a favor. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up and share it and put it out there into the world and just let people know that we're here. We usually do this every Wednesday night on Facebook and on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 Eastern. And it's going to be really fun. We just kind of go live, we play some tunes, we hang out with you guys, you can ask questions, we'll talk to you about, you know, what's going on in our life and what's happening, and just honestly kind of hang out. We're also tonight, by the way, on this Ash Wednesday, we're actually going to do a really special giveaway. Because this Friday, September 13th, So day after tomorrow, I actually have a new song coming out called Stuck on Indiana, and we've played it a bunch on Ash Wednesday, so some of you have already may know it. But yeah, that song's going to be available wherever y'all like to stream your music on Friday. And so we have been real busy with a big release week, and I am so excited about it. We just found out today that actually a billboard here in downtown Nashville is actually going to put my face up on there and help us advertise it. So it's super cool. Like the response has already just been really amazing about the song. So stay tuned because we are going to do a very special giveaway here in a little bit and kind of share more about that. And I'm just super excited though. It's been busy but a good week. And then S. Stevenson says, my wife who plays the cello and violin wants to know if you all play other instruments. I'll let you go first.
So I play a number of different instruments. Mostly everything with strings I can either play pretty well or I can kind of figure it out. So guitar, bass, enough mandolin to get by, a little bit of slide and like dobro and pedal steel and lap steel and those kinds of things as well. I play a little bit of drums, not great, but a little bit. I also play piano, at least to some extent, enough to do some chords and sing and play some Tiny Dancer by Elton John and a few other different things, maybe a little Billy Joel here and there. So I can dabble in the harmonica. I think that's basically everything that I play.
Yeah, Chris, honestly, I feel like can literally just pick anything up, and you just kind of want to hate him for it sometimes. So, but yeah, for me, so my first instrument was actually the piano. So that's actually where I got started. But I feel like I play piano like a songwriter. In other words, like I like to sit down and just play chords. But Chris has an old piano I think we're actually going to bring here to our house in a couple weeks. So maybe I'll practice and get a little bit better at it. But piano was my first instrument. And then I taught myself how to play guitar next. That was my next instrument. I also played the mandolin for many years, like in church, like in worship and kind of stuff like that. I love the mandolin. Super cool. I love the tone of it, especially when you kind of mix it with like gritty kind of rock tones and stuff, kind of have like a rock bluegrass vibe. I personally think that's awesome. I also, I never, I never like to talk about it, but I also, when I was younger, kind of like in college, I actually played bass in a Christian rock band. And we went around and played at different churches and like homeless shelters and stuff, and we were not very good, but the name of our band, just to say it all, was Jesus Saves. So not very original by any means, but I had a lot of fun, and I enjoy it though. I do enjoy playing the bass. I definitely am more of a root note bass player though, so I kind of can get by, but I'd rather hire a professional. You see some of the guys here in Nashville play bass, and I'm like, I don't even want to say I'm a bass player because they just kind of smoke my butt, like no end. The gentleman that we actually record our music with, is a really good dear friend of mine, and so he engineers and masters all of like the stuff I think I've put out my whole career, and I love him dearly, but he's actually like a professional, like Hall of Fame bass player. So he played with like the Charlie Daniels Band, Lori Morgan, Keith Whitley. I mean, like the list of people he's played with goes on and on and on. And he's also, on top of like doing the live touring bass player thing, he actually has also done a lot of studio sessions. So a lot of like country songs you hear on the radio, like that's him playing bass. So luckily, usually when we record, I just go, hey Pat, I'll let you do your thing. And I kind of watch him play a couple bars and I go, no, definitely not. But that's a great question. Thank you for that. 22Q Cat says, bass on a huge billboard, that is so very cool. And your parents say, that is so cool about the billboard, congratulations, you so deserve this. Thank you guys, I'm really excited. I think that's for me, I don't really know if it's so much about having my face on a billboard. I'm excited that people are excited about me putting out music, and I think that's for me, the song is king, and so I just think that's really cool. But yeah, we're gonna go, I'm gonna drag my husband along and we'll go take some pictures and all, but that's gonna be super exciting. And your mom says that you tried to play the saxophone and that was not your instrument.
Yeah, my mom plays saxophone and my dad plays trumpet. and I've never really put much effort into the trumpet, but I did try to play the saxophone a little bit, and it didn't go.
Just not your thing.
Didn't go super well. Just not really what I do. Not my forte. So.
I feel like I really enjoy playing guitar because you can pack it up and you can take it places. And it's just so versatile and it's fun to play and it's like cool. But I've never tried playing any kind of like a band and orchestra instrument, and I don't know, like I'd try it, but
I've got big lungs and a loud mouth, but I just hadn't really developed any breath control to be able to play a saxophone, and it just didn't do it for me. So.
If I could learn how to play any instrument, like if I had like free time on my hands, which is a total joke, I would love to learn how to play the drums. I think that would be super cool, and I feel like it's kind of really would help me explore like certain rhythmic things and different things. So who knows? Maybe when I retire one day, I have all this free time.
You think we're gonna retire?
I know. I think we're gonna retire. I'm a dork. I'm living in a fantasy over here. But I would love to learn how to play the drums though. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for the great questions. Feel free to keep them coming. Like I said, we're gonna do a giveaway here in a little bit. We do this every Wednesday night. Unless we're on tour, which we have been for a couple weeks, so we're so happy to be back, and thank you guys just for your patience as we were kind of everywhere. If you don't know, we kicked tour off August 15th. We kicked off this Stuck on Indiana tour. And that was in Fort Wayne, Indiana at Sweetwater. And so we started things off there. And then a couple days later, we've played a couple shows here in Nashville, which was really fun. But then we also went to North Carolina. We went to Knoxville, Tennessee. We went to Russell Springs, Kentucky. We went to Louisville, Kentucky. I mean, we've just kind of been everywhere, playing several shows. I think the week after the tour went off, I think I played like 4 shows in 2 states within like 5 days. Yep. So we've been just busy, but man, tour has been so much fun and it has been so good. And I am honestly just very excited about it all. I mean, it's literally been an absolute blast. And if you guys have come to a show, please know just how much we appreciate that and how much it means. But we're still kind of in the middle of tour. Luckily, we're not going to be traveling or playing shows a lot on Wednesdays, but we're going to be tomorrow night, if you're here in Nashville, in the Donaldson area. I'm actually playing from 8 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night at a venue called Fat Bites. So if you're around in Nashville, come see me. But I'll be there from 8 to 10 playing some tunes. And then next Thursday, September 19th, we're actually going up to Cincinnati, Ohio, and we are playing a show up there run by my good buddy, Mr. Noah Smith, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to go play some tunes and kind of just hang out, and I think we're also going to be filming a music video for the single coming out this Friday, Stuck on Indiana, while we're up there as well. Yeah. So we're going to have a busy weekend, but all is good, and we are super, super excited about it.
Yep, for sure.
Maritza says, I played saxophone in middle and high school. You go, girl.
There you go.
Kudos to you. Speaking of songs, let's go ahead and play him one. This is a brand new song. I think we've played this once, maybe twice. I think we've played this in Kentucky.
Twice. Yeah, maybe twice. We played it.
Yeah.
We played it in Louisville and we played it again in Russell Springs.
I think we did.
Yeah, I think it was twice.
Yeah. Shows are running together. I wrote this song really, really recently, like just a few days ago, and I thought we would go ahead and play it for y'all tonight, so brand new. Unless you were at one of the Kentucky shows, I don't think you've probably heard it. But this song is called This Town Built Me. And I basically kind of got the idea because I was working on booking shows and I was emailing some venues back home in Bakersfield because we're going there the first week of October. We're actually in California for tour for like a whole week. And so we're doing like a different city every night. But the last show, I'm actually going to be in my hometown of Bakersfield, California. And Chris and I were kind of talking, and we were talking about all the cool things that I'm going to get to show him. And, kind of show him where I'm from, and I get to show him my home state and my hometown. And, he's going to get to meet a bunch of my family he's never met. There's certain buildings that are special to me. And so it just kind of got me thinking about, like, home and all the different things that have happened in my life. And it kind of gave me this idea of like, you know, where you're from is just, I think, kind of really important. And so it's kind of how I came up with this idea for the song called This Town Built Me. So we'll see if we remember how it goes, but let's play it.
This
I was like, hey, what about at the end if we could not put a guitar so really in the song, but then at the end, like, we'll like vamp out and rock out like a rock band. And he was like, yeah. And he's like, now you're talking my language. So that's fun. Let's see what we got going on in the comments here. S. Stevenson's, what guitar do you play now, and what would be your dream guitar to own and play? Great question. So my dream guitar is actually the guitar that I am playing right now. This is a Gibson J200 Standard in a wine red finish, and I have wanted this guitar since before I even really could play guitar. So this is my absolute favorite. I own a lot of guitars, so does Chris. Together, I think we own about 36 guitars. So there's not a shortage of great guitars in our house, but we use them all and we play them all. So we own a lot. Behind me, you can kind of see this kind of colored guitar. That was the first nice guitar I ever bought myself. It's a custom shop Gibson J45. We have all kinds of Tellys and SGs and Les Pauls. A guitar, though, that I don't own that I would like to, I'd actually really love a Gibson 335, like the electrics in my hollow body. I really would like something like that because it's just the only thing that I don't currently own. How about yourself?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I have one dream guitar necessarily. There's so many different reasons for so many different guitars. Someday I'd love to have a Flying V, just purely for the metalhead in me. And some kind of an Ibanez with like a big flat neck that I can do the shreddy type stuff on. That would be fun. And you know, there's 1,000 different reasons to own, you know, all different kinds of Tellys and everything that are all out there, and have a whole bunch of them. But for the most part, it's just kind of not specifically to one dream guitar.
Yeah.
So
for me, it was this one, but that's the thing. They're all so different that it's really hard. And depending on the gig too, like I may play like a different acoustic because I, you know, find it just more comfortable. I mean, it's kind of different. I will say one thing that I really appreciate about Chris and I, though, is it's probably a little clear, but I'm really country and he's really rock and roll. So especially with the electrics, there's guitars that he wants where I'm like, I would never play that, but I bet it would be really, really cool. So I feel like we have a good mixture of guitars in our house for that reason, is we're both just very different in that way. Mar says, great song. Well, thank you so much, Mar. I'm glad you enjoyed it. S. Stevenson also says, awesome song. Janice has given us the clapping hands. Thank you. Glad you're here, Janice. Hope you're doing well. And then S. Steven says, you both are awesome musicians. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Sean, SD Bradley 510, says, if you could perform a collaboration with anyone, who would it be? If it was a living person, someone who's currently alive, I would die if I could work with an artist by the name of Brandy Clark. I am a massive Brandy Clark fan, and if you've never heard of her, I strongly suggest y'all go check her out. But Brandy Clark is by far my favorite songwriter and artist, and has been for years. She's an amazing songwriter, and she has written so many songs that other people have recorded. Like if you've never heard her name, I guarantee you know her songs. I mean, they're incredible. But she wrote like Mama's Broken Heart for Miranda Lambert. She wrote Better Dig 2 for the band Perry. I mean, the list goes on and on. So incredible songwriter. I love her voice. I love the way that she can deliver a song. And honestly, I just feel like we would be friends. But I just so admire her so much that I would die if I could write a song with her and then be able to like go collab and record it. I literally don't. He knows. I would just die. I've met her several times, and she actually follows me on Instagram. But I remember like the first time I ever met her was one of my, I'm telling all these bad stories about myself tonight. You notice that? But I had a roommate a couple years ago before Chris and I, met and got married and all. But
this would have been 7 or 8 years ago.
That's a few years ago. That's a few years ago. But yeah, I had a roommate who was signed to Warner Chappell Records, and she snuck me in to a Brandy Clark party, like an album release kind of party thing. Because that was the label that Brandy was on. And so I got to meet Brandy Clark, and she actually walked up like to me, and she looked at me and she went, I really like your shirt. And it's like, you have to think, for me, like my idol is just standing right in front of me, and I had zero chill, no cool. And I just went, I really like your songs. And I could have put a foot in my mouth because, like, what a dumb thing to say. I really like your songs. But she thought it was so sweet. And she thought it was, like, the biggest compliment. She's like, thanks. So I've already embarrassed myself. But, man, I really would. I would love to work with Brandy Clark. If someone was just anybody, dead or alive, though, I think next to that would be, Loretta Lynn. I would have loved to have written a song and recorded it with Loretta Lynn for sure. Just big influences. How about yourself?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot, but as far as like currently that's like out there and doing popular stuff that I'm actually really digging that I think would be really cool, I'd love to do some guitar work on stage alongside Jelly Roll. I think
that would be cool.
Because he's got a cool little like rock vibe going on behind the stuff that he does, and I love the guitar, like the way it fits in with what he does, and I think that would be a lot of fun.
I would just like to hang out with Jelly Roll and
Yeah,
Bunny.
Jelly Roll would be a lot of fun. So Jelly Roll or Keith Urban would be great because I have a very long history of listening to Keith Urban, and Brad Paisley would be another one.
Ooh, Brad Paisley.
So I would say Johnny Highland, but I've already done a collaboration with Johnny Highland, who's my favorite guitar player. My first single I did with him, so
gotta move on.
So I kind of already checked that one off the list, and I'd love to do more with him, but it was a blast getting to do that. So for someone that I haven't done yet, that would be a few that would be really great.
Yeah, definitely. I would like that for you. Holly's here. What's up, Holly Springer?
Hello, Holly.
That's my girl. She says, "Happy Ash Wednesdays, everyone. This Town Built Me is my new favorite song." Oh, well, good. Thank you so much. I'm so glad y'all like it. I've been in a really weird writing thing all of a sudden, and I don't really know why. But I think when we were driving to North Carolina, just in the car for about the 4 or 5 hour drive, I think I had like 4 or 5 song ideas hit me. So you'll probably hear a lot more new songs.
She likes big rights and she cannot lie.
I do. I've just been writing a bunch. And yes, see, and Maritza also says amazing song. Well, thank you all so much. I'm so glad you like it. And then Lynn 22Q Cat says, how long does it typically take you to write a song like this, start to finish? Lynn, that's a really good question. And I think, to be honest, it really just depends on the song. There are some songs that I can write in 5-10 minutes, and sometimes I won't even have like a guitar in my hand. And it's like I'll just get it out and we're done. And then there's some songs that honestly may take me a while, So for that new song that we just played last, This Town Built Me, I had like all of that written probably within like 30-35 minutes. And then I kind of had to come back to it and then eventually write the music to it. And then, I bring it to him and he starts putting guitar stuff on it. And then we kind of finalize the version that you hear. Songs like Stuck on Indiana, I wrote that in under an hour as well. There's not even really like a work tape to that song. Yeah. I literally sat in this room and I wrote it. I had the idea in my phone for a while, and then I finally just sat down, I wrote it, and I then went next door. My youngest brother at the time was living with us, and I played it for him, and he was like, oh, that's so cool. And so from there it was like, oh, hey, I think this is the next single. But yeah, songwriting is just really weird like that. Like there are songs that I can write within minutes or under an hour, and there's some songs that I play that took me years to write just for whatever reason. So it's kind of interesting because you kind of just don't really know, but yeah. This guy over here writes songs really fast.
I do. The fastest song I've ever written, I woke up and basically the entire song was in my head in the middle of the night. It was 7.5 minutes from start to finish. And that's mostly just because it took me a while to get it typed out because I was still half asleep. I think the longest it's ever taken me to write a song was like 4 months. And then I went back and edited stuff on it like 2 years later.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See, I'm a weirdo. I like to almost edit how I write songs a little bit. But yeah, I also feel like sometimes if I have to really work for a song and I just keep trying to write it and there's nothing there, I'm just you can only polish a turd so much. If I'm really struggling to write a song, it's I've kind of learned, it's probably just not the best song, And Loretta Lynn, who, I was just saying, is one of my biggest influences, she always said that you should write what you know. And I think, as I've written songs over years, I've kind of noticed that. If you write about a subject, say, your husband and how you're stuck on Indiana, or if you're thinking about your hometown and how it kind of built you and made you the person that you are, it's like, well, I'm really writing songs that like come from a certain place in my life, and it's easier to write, and I think therefore they just come out quicker and they come out better, and I'm not trying to like force something to happen, if that makes sense. But that's great questions. We appreciate it. Any other questions, y'all put them down in the comments. You guys are killing it on the questions today. Speaking of, would you like to maybe do a giveaway with me?
Yeah, we can do that.
We should do a giveaway.
Yeah.
And Mar, because they are so good at timing, just says pre-saved the Stuck on Indiana on Spotify.
Oh,
Mar,
there you go.
thank you, my friend. You are so good. This is perfect because we were just talking about doing a giveaway. And I was telling Chris, something I thought would be kind of different and cool to do tonight for a giveaway for Ash Wednesdays. You know, we usually either do like some of my merch, or we'll do, different things. We'll have companies come in and, give us stuff, kind of sponsor an episode and give stuff away. But with this Ash Wednesday, because we do have the song Stuck on Indiana coming out this Friday, Friday the 13th, anywhere you like to stream music, I actually was cleaning out some gig bags and stuff, getting ready to go back next week, and I actually found this really cool lyric sheet. And then I found the number chart for when we actually went into the studio and we recorded the song Stuck on Indiana, which you'll hear this Friday when it comes out. And so if you guys don't really know what these are, this is literally like when we went into the studio with Chris and myself, and then with Pat, the engineer, bass player, the drummer, the whole band. This number chart basically tells you how to play the song, and so this is what
Everybody gets photocopied before we walk in the room.
Yeah, so we literally walk in, and I kind of tell them what I want, and I play them like a acoustic version of it, and then from there, we kind of talk things over. So this chart literally tells you how to play the song, and I wrote this just in my own handwriting. And I mean, there's things like key of G, 73 beats per minute. I mean, there's all kinds of info on this, which I think is cool. But I told Chris, I said, usually after we record a song, there's really no reason for me to keep this stuff. And so instead of just throwing it away, I thought it would be cool to actually give these away tonight to you guys as kind of like a little keepsake, and just a way to kind of celebrate the release of Stuck on Indiana this Friday. So, if you win tonight, I'm going to give you the number chart, and then I'm also going to go ahead and give you the lyric sheet, which is all typed out, and I'll sign both of them if you want, and we'll get them in the mail to you. The lyric sheet is typed out, and the reason for that is I have serial killer handwriting. I have probably the sloppiest handwriting known to man, but I mean, it's super cool though, but this is literally what we used in the studio to track and record that song, and so and it was a lot of fun to track it and record it. We had a blast. Yep. So tonight we're giving away signed lyric sheets and number charts for Stuck on Indiana, and something you really can't buy anywhere else. So that's what we're giving away. Get your keyboards ready, and super easy tonight. Literally, the first person when we say go that can type the word Indiana in the comments is the winner. So again, it's Indiana, just as type as you can fast it. Ready, set, go. Now I'm gonna watch the comments, and it is Lynn, 22Q Cat.
She got
winner, chicken dinner.
She got that good internet.
She does have a good internet. Well, and Lynn, if I'm not mistaken, you live in Indiana, right? So I mean, that just makes sense. It makes sense. Well, Lynn, congratulations. And Maritza was right behind you. Y'all were that close. You were neck and neck. Well, Lynn, I will get this out, signed, and into the mail to you. So congratulations. Y'all give Lynn a big congrats in the comments. But super cool, Lynn. I thought that would be kind of a fun thing to do, though, instead of just throwing it away. It's like, let's sign it and send it out to you guys, and kind of give you a little behind the scenes scoop on what it's like to actually like go in the studio and record, and the kind of notes that we put in front of ourselves. Super cool. Lynn says, yes, I'm in Indiana. Yay. And I promise I don't cheat. Thank you so much. I don't know, Lynn.
Listen, the guy that was the best man in our wedding, my best man for the wedding, Charlie Hubbs, has always said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You ain't trying. I just don't know what internet service Lynn has, or if she's just like one of those people
I don't know what
that
she
can
got, but I
type
wish we
1,000
had it.
words a minute.
I wish we had it.
I know. I wish we did too. Our internet's like bogging down. Maritza and Holly both say congrats. Lynn, thank you so much. You're so sweet. We love you guys and just appreciate y'all tuning in and tuning in and just being here. This is a lot of fun. And again, we're so sorry we've been so busy touring. We haven't been here every Wednesday, but we're happy to get back to it and just to kind of hang out with you guys and get to be here and appreciate y'all tuning in. And then Lynn says, I actually have kind of crummy internet, seriously. Well, yeah, ours the other day wasn't working too well, but it happens, man. We're ready for Google Fiber. That's what we're hoping for. Gotta get it.
I'm ready for anything other than the cheap AT&T stuff that they give us.
Yeah, we only can get AT&T here, and
we can only get AT&T, and we can only get it up to a certain speed.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know, but we do a lot
online.
A lot online, yeah. We do 3 live streams alone, just like in a week, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get some Google Fiber soon.
That's right.
Lynn says thanks everyone, and then yeah. Well, Lynn, congratulations. Well, guys, I think that just about does it. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If we're not traveling or playing a show somewhere, we are here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. We love doing this stuff and we love having you guys here and just tuning in, and it means so much, and that you guys are all here. So thank y'all for tuning in. And then Holly says, do you find songwriting cathartic? I'll let you answer first.
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I can also find it extremely stressful, depending on the goal. A lot of that has to do with who you're in the room with as well. But yeah, I think generally songwriting, it is cathartic. Songwriting sometimes is a method of therapy, and sometimes it's a business tool. Sometimes it's both. Depends on why I'm writing.
Yeah. For me, if I'm writing for somebody, like if I'm writing with somebody else, and especially like another artist, I find that to be a little bit more stressful. Only because I think there's like a pressure there to kind of like do a good job and make them want to kind of record it. But that, that's kind of also for me, I really enjoy challenges. Like, I actually find things like touring or going into a co-write with someone like that, where most people find it stressful. I actually find that like a challenge, like in a good way. And so for me, that's awesome. Songwriting for myself, this is one of, I think, the great things about being an independent artist is like a lot of the songs that I put out as an artist, I wrote by myself. So I don't really have, co-writers on a lot of my stuff. And so for me, I think that's cool though, because I enjoy the process more, just because it's like I don't have to worry about other people. And if I really want to say something, then I just say it. And that's just kind of me just being myself, and there's no filter. So I enjoy kind of writing by myself in that way. But yeah, I think, I don't know what I would do with myself if we didn't write songs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't do nothing fun. I was talking about Ash Wednesdays, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and Maritza says 5 o'clock in Las Vegas.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my West Coast girl. S. Stevens says, I've got delayed internet, but what a great gift. How about selling those things? I would buy. And says, good night. Love you both. We love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Absolutely. And it's actually a really good idea. We might be able to collect trinkets from the tour and maybe put those out for people who just like to purchase a little piece of what we do.
I definitely think we can do that for sure.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think it's super cool. Different set lists and different things like that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that honestly it just becomes trash because it just all piles up. So it doesn't mean that much to us after the fact, but it might mean something to these people. So.
Yeah, I was actually talking with a company here in Nashville too. They do a really cool thing where they take old guitar strings and they actually make it into different pieces of jewelry. And so I was talking to them and I was like, I'm like, that would kind of be a cool thing, is like change our guitar strings, have them make some custom jewelry, and then like be able to, sell that or give it away, and just little things like that where I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And then Lynn said, S. Stevenson can't put a price tag on some things. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, again, congrats to Lynn. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. We will see y'all here next Wednesday. Again, if you're in Ohio, we are going to be playing in Cincinnati next Thursday, the 19th. And then tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be playing here in Nashville at Fat Bites from 8 to 10 if you're around. So come out and see us. Yep. Say hello. And again, Stuck on Indiana coming out this Friday, September 13th. So you guys please go check it out, pre-save it, share it with your friends, your family. That kind of stuff is just so helpful to us, and we just so appreciate y'all and how good you are to us. You have no idea. But I thought on a little closing note, I thought we'd play you a little acoustic version of Stuck on Indiana. I wrote it about this handsome guy right here next to me. Ready, Maestro? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Some girl out west, and things were always rocky with Colorado. And damn if I think twice about Ohio. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. They say you can't put a rock on a rolling stone. This boy makes me feel like I'm finally home. And I've gone around and round like a race car track. But he's the only thing that keeps me coming back. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. He makes me wanna put down some roots and buy some land. Put a ring on my hand. And I don't miss Mississippi, nothing new in New Orleans. California keeps calling, and Tennessee misses me. No, I've never had a problem leaving. I could always just move on, but this time I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck on Indiana. I'm stuck on Indiana. Yee! Out this Friday, y'all, September 13th. Go check it out wherever you like to stream your music. I do have a pre-save link that I should be dropping in the comments here for you guys if you'd like to pre-save it and be one of the first to check it out. But very excited to have that song out into the world, and thank y'all just for loving it. We so appreciate it. Check the comments here real quick. Oh, Cindy DeManch is here.
Oh, there she is. Old decrepit Grandma Cindy.
Stop. Cindy, I'm going to beat him up for you. We love you, Cindy. And we love Brian, the guinea pig, and Deb, and the whole crew. She's going to take you out. She's going to take you out.
My butt when I see her in Louisville.
Yeah, she is, and I'm not going to help you. I'm going to say, you know what, Cindy, he's yours. You go for it, buddy. It's all you. Cindy says, hello, Ash and Chris. We missed the live. Well, no worries. Go watch the replay. We'll still be here, but it's good to see you, and thanks for tuning in for a second. 20GQ Cat says, bye all. Hello, Cindy. Maritza says, enjoy your tour. Be safe and good night. Thank you, Maritza. Appreciate you, friend. S. Stevenson says, don't throw it away. So I guess we'll be keeping more trinkets.
That's right.
Mr. Roger Brown Jr. is here.
There he is.
That's my boy. He says, greetings from Virginia, my friends. Looking forward to seeing you both in November.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Roger, so excited to see you in November. We're going to be in Gainesville, Virginia, thanks to Mr. Roger Brown. November 15th, I believe it is, and we are really looking forward to that show. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Roger's going to be there. Roger is the party.
It's always a party when Roger shows up.
Yeah. Mar says, great song, well done. Cindy says, we'll catch the replay for sure. Sean says, excellent song. And well, thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and we just so appreciate it. And SD Bradley 510 Sean also says, I'm planning on attending in Virginia. Awesome. We look forward to meeting you and getting to meet you in person. That's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you all so much again for tuning in. We will see you guys next Wednesday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern on Facebook and on YouTube. And remember, Stuck on Indiana out this Friday, the 13th. And we just appreciate y'all so much. And thank you guys so much for being here. We will see y'all later. And I think I have to get up to turn off the live stream tonight.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Technology. Let's see. Thank you guys so much, though. We will see y'all later.